Suzanne Somers passing away from breast cancer. It's a big loss for her followers of her myriad of things she was into as an author, as a lobbyist, as an actress. But her biggest success was Three's Company. The show that my father got into a verbal argument with the parish priest because the parish priest saying that the show promoted homosexuality and threesomes, where Dad said, "Well, it's starring the former minister and the Waltons, Father. Maybe you should get your facts straight." Now, today we're going to be talking about Three's Company pilot, which was just aired across Canada on Monday, October 16 on CHCH. Now, of course, Three's Company was on for 8 seasons on ABC from March 77 to September 84. It is based on the British sitcom Man About the House, created by Brian Cook and Johnny Mortimer. The story revolves around three single roommates, Jack Tripper, Janet Wood, and Christy Snow, who all platonically live together in the Santa Monica, California apartment complex owned by the Ropers, Stanley and Helen. Now, the show is basically a farce, a lot of physical gags. It was the pilot was the third. One point we were going to make Jack a film student or a film director, didn't work out. Now, the show chronicles the escapades and hijinks of the trio's constant misunderstandings, social lives, and financial struggles. A top 10 hit from 77-83, the series has remained popular in syndication and through DVD releases. The show also spawned similar spin-offs to those that Man About the House had, The Ropers and Three's a Crowd, based upon George and Mildred and Robin's Nest, respectively. Now, the initial Chrissy Snow was not ditzy at all, even though that was a big draw later on. But in the pilot, her and Janet Wood, who played a florist, Chrissy played a secretary. Again, they lived in Santa Monica, sharing a multi-bedroom apartment with her roommate Eleanor. When Eleanor decides to move out because she's getting married, culinary school student Jack Tripper, John Ritter, crashes her going-away party at the apartment and is found by Janet and Christy the next morning, passed out and hopefully sleeping in the bathtub. Needing someone to cover Eleanor's share of the rent, the women offer to let Jack move in with them, and he quickly accepts so that he can have a place to stay other than a local YMCA. However, overbearing landlord Stanley Roper, played by Norman Fell, refuses to allow unmarried men and women to live together in his apartment. He allows Jack to move in only after Janet tells him that Jack is homosexual. Although Stanley's wife Helen quickly figures out that Jack is straight, she trusts him with the girls and keeps a secret from Stanley, who tolerates Jack but mocks him. Frequently siding with the three roommates instead of her husband, Helen's bond with them grows through the couple's departure, leading in a spin-off of the Ropers. Now, the big theme song, "Come and Knock on Our Door," were hers and hers and his, performed by Ray Charles and Julie Rinker. And what really worked for a lot of people with Three's Company was the sincerity between the three actors, although Suzanne Somers left to try after a monetary dispute over wages. She was as big as Farrah Fawcett in that glorious season of 77, which also had Charlie's Angels and a myriad of other great TV shows, All in the Family, and everything else. What really worked in the show was the kindness and the sincerity between the three main actors. Now, John Ritter, well known to being a versatile actor, he even did a Ringo Starr special, I think earlier in that or around the same time. But he did so well on the Waltons as the sincere minister who went from his fire-breathing ways to become, a husband, a father, a role model on Walton's Mountain. And I think also the connection with Tex Ritter's son, was a great fit because he was a great, what he called slapstick actor, took a lot of falls a la Chevy Chase. So John Ritter, basically some episodes he played like a Chevy Chase type fall, and his good friend Larry would always get him into trouble. And it was must-see watching on CBC. I think the biggest mistake CTV ever did was not taking a chance on Three's Company. This was in kind of the March of 77, and everybody knows 1977, one of the biggest seasons ever for CBC, because not only had the Montreal Alouettes win the Grey Cup that year, you had the Montreal Canadiens in probably the greatest NHL year of all time, so it all worked together. So Three's Company, the pilot episode, 4 stars out of 5. If you like what we're doing here, give us a like, comment, subscribe, or share.